Guys, I might have made a bit of a bad... Okay, I'm just gonna come out and give it to you. Before we get started with this video, I actually did a lot of terror raid battles off screen, and I believe it was a couple of episodes ago when Jacques contacted us about this whole 5-star headed terror raid battle. You probably may have heard something like that. So I now have to point out something that I got a message from that night. And I want to quickly read off the text for what he was saying. If we win 15 5-star terror raid battles. Hello! This is Jacques. Thanks for taking on those terror raid battles for us. Our investigation is moving along thanks to you. We have some new data. It seems that terrestrial energy is released from the great crater Paldea from time to time. That's having an effect on the crystals. Terror raid crystals that can get hit by especially strong blasts of this energy are apparently transforming into black crystals. The Terra Pokemon have found that these black crystals are incredibly powerful. So much of that average trainers wouldn't stand a chance against them. You're anything but average, but I'm afraid this is too dangerous, even for you. Even if you go and find the location of one of these black crystals on your map app, please do not, I repeat, do not take on the terror raid there. Sorry for getting you involved in this, only to ask you to step away, but whatever you do, do not go looking for these black crystals. I'm counting on you to make the right choice here. So yeah, I think it's about time that I kind of showed you guys something, because here's an example. We have something that I guess the post game has something that opened up to us. 6-star terror raid battles. So I think I'll go ahead and turn on the internet for the moment, so I can kind of give you a little bit of an idea of what is to expect. And yeah, no, I don't need to see that. But if you want to have an idea, okay, that's actually pretty funny. Okay, I guess it won't always pop up, but I might as well just head on over here to one just to kind of give you a little bit of an example of what to expect. I spoke a lot from that, but the point is, we might as well just get on here with a few other things in the meantime. But for now, hey everybody, it's the D-Rock 100. Welcome back to more of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Last time, we made our return to Area 0, and we found all the Paradox Pokemon that we can find, and we have pretty much 4 more Pokemon left for us to catch. In this episode, we're going to be going after one of those Pokemon, and we're going to be doing a little bit of some hopping around in the north, south, east, and west areas of Paldea. Before that, take a look at this. This is what I was talking about from before. We now have access to... Ay, that's a Corviknight! It appears to be a poison 6-star level Terra match against a Corviknight. I'm not going to worry about that, at least for now, but... Wow! You get a lot of LP from that. So anyway. Remember this whole section from right over here? Yeah, that very same location that we never even bothered to look around at first. Well, now we have a bit of a good excuse for going out there. But not quite. Don't worry, we are indeed going to be and going over that location in this episode. There are no new Pokemon that you can find out there, but we do have some good reasons for going out there in just a moment. Okay. So kind of pulling up our map right here. I would like it for us to go to... If I can make sure I'm looking at the right location. As close as I can. I believe it should be right around... Maybe right there. Oh, actually, hold on. I also did say that we're gonna have a heart-to-heart with one of the professors here. Don't worry, we'll be getting into that as soon as we can. This won't take us too long, though. And you will see me do a lot of hopping around throughout the entirety of the region. But we're gonna be going to take care of things from the south first. But, this is when things are gonna get fun. So you may be wondering who is it and that we are going to be having some heart-to-hearts with. It's gonna be you, Raifort. Ah, you're Derek from Class 1A. The way you conduct yourself in my class and the answers you give to my questions, I admit you pique my interest. Are you quite the interesting pupil, I must say? Tell me, Derek, given a choice, which do you prefer? Things of old or things of new? I like some new things. You would answer new stuff to me, your history teacher? You really are a curious one. Yes, this one may indeed be of good use to me someday. Ah, you can disregard that. I was simply thinking out loud. I enjoyed a little conversation today. You have my thanks, Derek. So Raifort, she is a person of a bit interest for us. And this is actually going to make a little bit more sense once we have this next heart-to-heart with her. I'm not going to be able to do all of it with her yet. I think. Let's see. Why, if it isn't Derek from Class 1A? Are you perhaps interested in the rest of the old tale I told you in class? It is convenient that you would take the bait I presented in class. A vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. After obtaining these 4 treasures, the king's castle was destroyed. Why, you ask? Because these 4 treasures were actually 4 Pokemon. As these Pokemon were passed from human hand to human hand as treasures, they slowly became tainted by hubris and greed. Finally, after coming in contact with the rapacity of the king at the time, they awakened as disasters and began to rampage out of control. The king called the reowned Pokemon wielders to defend the country and, after a fierce battle, these incarnations of disasters were quelled. It is said that these 4 Pokemon were then sealed away somewhere in Paldea. So what do you think? Would you say this story is just some make-believe? No, actually. Given what them has been going on through Pokemon these past 25 plus years, I can believe anything. Very astute of you. I have read many historical disaster reports, personal journals, and the like. There is much to support the truth of this story. If I'm able to prove the story's veracity myself, I will be sure to let you know. Derek, the time has come. The cursed treasures, the 4 Pokemon of Ruin. They exist! And I stumbled upon the truth in the newspaper, of all places. Ha! In an interview piece with a carpenter, no less. The The Pokemon wielders apparently use sacred stakes to seal these treasures of ruin in shrines. There's a separate shrine of each of the 4 Pokemon, and 8 stakes driven into the ground in the area surrounding each shrine and keep the power of ruin at bay. We've seen these before, but now we have a reason of going out there. In other words, if all the stakes of our given shrine were to be removed, it would release the Pokemon held inside. Do you think it would be nice to free those Pokemon from the confines of their tiny little shrines, Derek? Perhaps. A kind soul, I see. You have proven me truly useful. According to a descendant of the Pokemon wielders in the story, you must have a bond with Pokemon in order to remove the stakes. I'm sure someone as Pokemon savvy as yourself will have no trouble at all with that. You can choose for yourself whether to believe me or not, but I will mark the locations of these shrines on your map. I think we briefly saw one of these before, but I think it was in the North Province. I'd rather go myself, of course, but skipping out of my classes to go adventuring seems to be made the director a little suspicious of me. You can think of it as part of your treasure hunt. Treasures of ruins are still treasures after all. I hope you will investigate these shrines if you are at all inclined to do so. So Raifort, what she just said, that the director may have some suspicions on her, might actually be in link with something that people have been talking about from before. She might actually, potentially, be a criminal. So yeah, we're taking history lessons from a criminal mastermind! An historical one at that. Well, anyway, enough about that weird shenanigans and all that funny stuff. We'll be talking a little bit more about that a bit later. Don't worry, all that is going to make sense in due time. So, today we're going to be covering pretty much all of the south area has a Paldea for this. We've arrived at our destination, and aha! Right here. Oh, hi, Gibby-Ghoul. There's an ominous black stake driven into the ground. We pull out the stake. Who wouldn't? It crumbled and vanished. Kind of crazy here, but when you kind of see how things are gonna go out, huh? Our next destination is gonna be a little bit further north from here. And what's great about this is that for some, you are required to have pretty much all of your Koraidon-Miraidon's capabilities unlocked in the main game. That will probably make it so that it'll be almost impossible to get all the stakes out. Or at least get to the stakes. Should be around here. Did I mark it in the wrong spot, perhaps? They are putting in locations that are not that easy to find at first, but whoops. Alright. Pull this up real quick. I want to make sure I didn't unintentionally pull it out at first. Maybe right there? Today's mysterious cases of they cannot have found it whatsoever. Okay. I'm kind of going off on a bit of a blind run on this, so you know what? We'll come back to this one because I might have to. Oops! I don't want the Pokédex. We're gonna go ahead for our next destination to be right there. It'll be right by here to where the bridge is, and that's connected to that to Area 3 of the South Province. I would laugh at the one that was originally looking for in this area would hit right smack into me. Aha! Found another one. So yeah, the noble Pokemon that we need to help find these things is, of course, your noble ride. Okay. Let's see. The next location I'm gonna go to is right about there. Oh, nope. We'll just glide our way across. Because I believe we have seen this one before. We just had no reason to collect it. But now, we do. And it's on top of one of these pillars, or these plateaus. Yes, right here. Give me. Thank you. So these next ones that we're going to be seeing is going to be a little bit more complex. Because they'll be in locations in that we won't fully expect at first. Let's see. Right around maybe... Nope. There. Hello? You were just barely in the East Providence, but not today. Nope. God dang it. Alright, let's see. The next one is actually just right off and into that of Artisan. So it's not that far off. And this one is, I think, on top of the nearby plateau that's over here. Right over here. Go, nope. It is. Alright. Oh, son of a... Why do I keep doing that? Alright. And now we're gonna start getting into the new area that we haven't yet to explore. And what better way to head off of our next destination is on this little spirally that's right over here. It's gonna show off a little bit more for what this place has to offer. And I'm going to see if I can try to find out more for where this other stake is at. Because I want to make sure I didn't miss it. Because if I did, if I unintentionally pulled it at one point, then I don't have to double back on some episodes. And so, welcome to the new location that we have yet to show off in this Let's Play. Area 5. There's a few things that we can show off from around here. But before all that, we're gonna want to climb up this spirally mountain. Or plateau, whatever this is. Two Pokeballs, not bad. There's a Skidoo right there. Alright, going up. We have arrived at our destination. You know what? Screw it, I'm just gonna climb it. There's an Axew right there. And of course, right here. Another one of those ominous black stakes. Up. There we go. I swear to God. Okay. So our next location is just gonna be close by, headed to the shrine that's right out here. Actually, you know what? No, it's actually kind of above that. There we go. But yeah, just look at how beautiful this section is. A lot of pines, a little bit of a murky location. We're right by the Paldean Sea. And you have a bit of an outbreak right here of Paldean Whoopers. There they are, right there in the pond. Just splishing and splashing away. Hey, just worrying their cares away. This next stake is going to be right here. So there's one last stake that we need to find, and yet, curiously, it didn't seem like it wanted to present itself. What are the section that I'm looking at into had the section incorrect? Before we go any further, I would like to come over this way real quick. We do have something of some good use for us over here. A Pokemon Center right here. Kind of in a strange, remote location. All right. God. So I have it here on this note right here that it should be maybe right around here. We have a remote island out there. I know off screen that I was out here at one point, mainly doing some Pokemon hunting for the Pokédex. But was there anything of importance over here? There's a rare candy. Pearl strings, 3 of them. You. Surf. That was it. Alright. Head back to La Plato. And I'm gonna do a little bit of some hopping all around, see if I can find anything. So, shouldn't be too long. So, I'll see you guys in just a moment. Oh! Okay, it was actually more in the open than I thought. I thought it was going to be on top of a plateau, but no, not the case. The stake has been pulled. And that was all 8 of them. We heard a mysterious cry nearby. Get a struggle bug right there. So, let's see here. What do I want to do for this? Yo. I think I'll have Romeo out here for this. So, now that we've heard that sound, here we go. We're gonna head for the grass. What was it called again? Grass Whistler Shrine? Oh my god, this map. Can it just stay as it is? Okay, yeah, Grass Wither Shrine. Yeah, this is one of the complaints that I have with the game. Why can't they just keep it as like north, south, east, and west rather than having us have the map going in the direction and then we're going? See, that sort of thing annoys me. Why is it like that? Alright. So you see that little purple door that's right over there that's embedded into the wall? That's what we're going after. All right. We've arrived at our destination. And so, I'm going to go ahead and save really quick because you're going to want to end up save before you face off this monster. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. And I'm back. Okay. A faint sound is coming from within the shrine. A faint sound is coming from within the shrine. Will you touch the shrine? And it crumbled on us and we died. One of the treasures of ruin finally has emerged from the south and ready to lay waste to the whole region yet again. Wo-Chien! Or however you pronounce that. Is anything gonna bite your typical golden Pokemon to say the least? When you encounter this, level 72, or excuse me, level 60, Dark Grass type, Tablets of Ruin for its signature ability. Ruination. Foul! Yeah, Foul Blade, Giga Drain, and Power Whip. Don't need to beat around the bush on this one. This thing's tough. And not in the best of the way, shape, and form. I say this in it because that this is a Pokemon that I feel like is very, very dangerous, depending on how much you want to look at it. It doesn't come armed with a signature ability. Tables of Ruins. The power of the Pokemon are ruinous and wooden head table. The tower slows the attack stats of all Pokemon except itself. While it may not have the best defense in the world, this kind of counteracts it. It's like an upgraded version to Intimidate. And, well, this thing is a monster as it is. Why? Because every single one of its kind Those of the Treasures of Ruin have a signature move known as Ruination. A special dark type move that's 90 accuracy that reduces your opponent's maximum HP by 50% at the end of each use until it goes all the way down to 1 HP. This is a exceedingly good hit if you want to try to bring down these Pokemon as best you can, but be mindful that it is a little bit costly and it can hit and be dangerous if not used properly. Kind of bringing this down to more as it is as a Pokemon, aside from all that, this thing is no pushover. Because it's a slug. Go figure. Or I guess a snail, really. But in all seriousness, it's mainly meant to be used as a special wall, not so much as a defensive wall. And it may not be the best offensive user in both his status. I consider this a great unit to be used as a wall, nothing else. So all around, Wo-Chien is great, but I only ever recommend, I only recommend that you use this on a mainly as a wall. So, let's get this out of the way. Are they really that easy to catch? Because if so, that'd be pathetic. 6 catch rate! Okay, that was pathetic. So, that was a little underwhelming. Alright. So I was kind of saving it until now, but it's a coin flip, I think, and for every time you meet up with these Pokemon, they can either be a dark or a grass type, and for their Terra type. I think it's like that. It's even neutral nature, interesting. Alright. So I think, now that we've finally gotten that taken care of, we have 3 more Pokemon for us to go after. I think you might be seeing where this is going here. These treasures are ruined. They are the only Pokemon left to complete the Paldea Pokédex. So I think we should go ahead and show this off to Raifort. Derek, did you find any of the treasures of ruin? Oh, you got Wo-Chien, the tablets of ruin. Oh, how interesting. I still cannot keep my curiosity under control. Never seen so many wooden running tablets strung together. It must have been an epic tale. Most excavated tablets are tantamount to graffiti or simple memos. Survival tools for learning about the past, but nothing like this. Can't read it, but given the length, it must be a story, yes? Or perhaps the words of a curse? If only the words weren't faded. How frustrating. These wooden tablets have piqued him the curiosity of a king. What might have been written on them? This mystery grows even deeper. My thirst for knowledge is slowly being quenched. Seeing part of history with my own eyes fills me with joy. I thank you, Derek. Please come back and report to me again if you find more of the treasures of ruin. Oh, don't worry. We will. But you know, because we actually have a little bit more some time to kill, you know what? Why not? We're gonna be a little bit of a daredevil today. Let's see if we have any Terra Raid battles that are available to us and that might actually be Something worth our time of doing. Guess that Vibrava right there seems like a pretty interesting choice. We've never seen a Vibrava out here in Paldea before, and whoa! Okay. You know what? As much as it kind of goes against my better judgment, even though that I am dangerously underleveled, Ruination should help us. And oh, there's a couple of things in there that we haven't seen before already. Are you actually gonna do it? Because one of those Pokemon's actually that's gonna be coming up pretty soon. Yep, this person's doing it. And what we're gonna be seeing next might actually be something that I might actually be doing for the first time. But the real question is, does Ruination work on Terra Pokemon? Guess what? So yeah, apparently this is supposedly rounded down from what I'm seeing on here. That's how I always had to do it with 1 HP left, so we're doing it! Oh, you have an iron, that's a shiny iron bundle! Alright, I'm curious to see if this actually works. Oh ho ho! You missed! Okay, yeah, I kind of saw this one coming, but you know what I should have done? What I should have done is get the thing up to maximum level with the use of my experience candies. Alright, I'm curious to see if this works. Oh, come on! How did you... Because every time that I faint, you get a bigger penalty on this. It'd be great if you were to freeze. That'd be great. Because I really want to see if this actually works. So can I please do something? You mean I survived that completely by chance? Yeah. I did this and I'm pretty much just ruining everyone for us. Can you call this embarrassing? Yeah. We get 5 extra seconds added into this. And I'm pretty much the one responsible for all this from happening. Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. Son of a... Okay, yeah. I'm one to blame for all of this. Time for a bit of a plan B. Okay. Let me guess. Jack's gonna chew me out of this. Because I'm curious. Okay, thank God. Alright. Alright. Plan B. Grassy terrain. Sure. I don't really plan on using this at all, but I kind of want to show this off for you. Knockoff. Nah. These Storm? Sure. We'll give it a power whip for that. Okay. So now that I know what I'm doing... And I'm not going to continue to be seen like a fool on this. Let's see here. You know what? Let's try it. Go after the Haxorus. Alright. So you're a ground Terra type. So this will definitely be proved to be of some good use. And since I'll have to stand a better chance at this, we'll try that. We have a shiny good Quaquaball. Nice. So lower your attack stat. Okay. Are you actually gonna do something for once? Okay. You actually did a whole lot less than I anticipated. Well, now I know for sure. Uh-oh. Ruination does not help out at all in Terra Ray battles. I learned from my mistakes, and now I'm going to set things right. And by actually playing a part in this fight, and actually have a little bit of some fun with this. Go for a Giga Drain. Let me guess. You're gonna hit me? Yep. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, if that's gonna be the case. I hate it when it does that sometimes, because just when you're about to do something for the team, something always has to end up getting in the way. Just gonna have them go all out. It's gonna heal up the team. Alright. Guess I'll try to go for a grassy terrain. Provided if I survive this turn. Nope. My God! So yeah, remember when I said that these guys are tough? What? We actually lost more time. Oh, that's why. One of our other buddies is lost in this fight as well. Well, that's not gonna matter at this point. One more attack, but it won't matter. Ouch. Note to self. Excuse you. Note to self. Use regular team. Alright, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Oh, wow. Which one do I think is gonna give you less of a hassle? Cause you're a friggin' tank. You have some dangerous moves. You're very fast. Might as well go for this one. The River Room. The real question is what to go for. You know what? Oh, but you also have dark type moves on you as well, won't you? Crap. You know what? Let me see if I can find any Pokemon that's on it. It's in this group that could help. You know what? You'll do. Yeah, I've actually kind of looked more into this. I've been doing a lot of surprise trades. And whoever's been organizing this sort of thing, you guys are friggin' generous. They have a crowd on him with us. This time, I'm gonna stick at it. Big Dino. Alright, we'll go for a Mach Punch. Oh boy. Yes, yes, yes. Uh-oh. Oh, I should be using Facade! Oh, wait. Oh, wait, that only works. Oh, yeah, that only works if I'm poisoned. Crap! This is bad. Alright, do another Mach Punch, I guess. Yes, yes, yes. I was afraid of this. Alright, go for all out. And then Meowscarada just crush us with that. This is bad. All right.
And there goes that Meowscarada. Using our offense. So paranoid about what's gonna be happening to me next because sure. We'll use Facade. I guess they were trying to terrestrialize him with something like that. Give it the power of the Facade, and if we were poisoned, that would have helped. Whoop, silly me. That'll work! And of course, it won't show up all of that. Ow. Yeah, shut up, you. So yeah, now you gotta get an idea for how tough this can get. Unless you know how to properly IV and EV train your Pokemon in the best ways, you're gonna be in for some pretty big fights. But now that I'm done completely embarrassing myself in front of you guys, I think it's time for us to end things off right around here. Right. So, thank you all so much for watching. I think next time, should we head for the east? What do I want to go for next? Yeah, I guess we can head for the west next. So we'll... yeah. So, next time on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, we'll do some state collecting in the west of Paldea, and see what kind of ruined Pokemon that we can find in there, alright? See you guys then.